Hello students, how are you all? I hope you're all doing great and you're staying at home, studying, focusing on your goal in your life. Okay, so the today's topic which we are going to study today is we are continuing with biomolecules. Okay, and in the biomolecules, we are going to continue carbohydrates. Sorry. So we are going to continue carbohydrates. We have already done, we have learned how to draw different structures and we have learned many things. Now let us see something more about carbohydrates. Now let us try to devote this class to understand small concepts here and there which generally confuse you, like when we say optically active, you don't know what do we mean by optically active. So some of the students asked me few questions, and from those questions I realized that there are few words that the students generally get confused with, like chiral carbon. What do you mean by optically active, right? And how do you find the chiral carbon, the classification in one small video. So I'm just devoting this whole class for very small concept which I think you which I think you get confused, right? So what is carbohydrate? Let's start with the very basic. um, what does carbohydrate contains? So carbohydrates contains carbon, hydrogen, oxygen in the molar ratio of 1:2:1. We have already done this. And what are carbohydrates? We have defined carbohydrates, right? So how had we defined? Carbohydrates are optically active polyhydroxy aldehyde or ketones, or the compounds which produce such units on hydrolysis, right? On hydrolysis. Okay, so this is what we learned, right? Now I'll try so that you may understand this word optically active, because this word is of so much confusion for all the students. Let us see. Optically active means if the compound has one or more chiral carbon. You can obviously ask this from your chemistry teacher, but since we are doing carbohydrate, you should have a basic idea. What is chiral or carbon? You might be knowing. It means the asymmetric carbon. Now let us see few compounds and let us try to identify this chiral carbon, right? So I'm drawing glycerol. Let us draw glycerol and let us see, can you identify the chiral carbon in it? Or the achiral carbon, as the case may be. Okay, so if I ask you about this carbon in the center, whether it is chiral or achiral, chiral or achiral, what will be the answer? Think. Yes, the answer will be achiral, because can you see these two can you see this? And these two are same. That's why this is what this is. It is not asymmetric. It is what it is. Why have I left this carbon? So can you see this? Yes. Can you see these two things? These are same. These are symmetric. This is not asymmetric. So this carbon is what? This is achiral. You got it? What is achiral carbon? Very easy to understand. Now let us see one more thing, and you have to answer me this, okay? Now, let us see. Here the question is, can you tell the number of chiral carbon atoms present in open chain structure and cyclic form in glucose? So take out your copy, fatapat, and draw glucose in which two forms, in open chain and in cyclic form. And I will be really disappointed if you can't draw glucose in open chain and cyclic form. I've told you so many things, you know. I've told you how to draw lactose and sucrose and maltose and everything. So don't say you don't know how to draw glucose, guys, please. Okay, if you don't know, please see the last video in detail, and please take a notebook and a pen and please try to draw it. Okay, now I'm giving you time. Right? Okay, so let me draw. Okay, so now what we have to see the chiral carbons. So let us see the chiral carbons. If we see this carbon, is it chiral or not? Yes, it is. This, yes. This, yes. And this, yes. So how many chiral carbons are there in open chain? 4 chiral carbons. Right? Here you see this thing and this thing different. Okay, so there are 4 chiral carbons. I hope you are understanding. It's very easy. I'm just trying to make you see things. Now let us draw the cyclic thing. Hopefully you have drawn. ये बन गया cyclic structure. HOH लगा दिया यहाँ पे. HOH. HOH. वैसे तो I have seen kids just mugging up things, but when the syllabus gets complete, it becomes very difficult to mug up all the things. So it's better that you understand. Now let us see how many chiral carbons are there in a cyclic structure. This one, this one, this one, this one, and this one, right? So how many? 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So what do we see? We see that there's a difference in the linear one. In the open chain, there are 4 chiral carbons in glucose, and here are 5 chiral carbons. So now if there is a structure given and they ask you, then you should be able to identify the number of chiral carbons. Okay, now let's move forward and let us see some more things. What did we say that compounds which have carbon, hydrogen, and oxygen are what? They are what? They are carbohydrates, right? Now let us see a few things which have carbon, hydrogen, and oxygen and are not carbohydrates, right? Let us see. So what can be those things? I think I have told you this also, but then can you draw such things if you know how to draw? Okay, so such things which have carbon, hydrogen, and oxygen but are not carbohydrates are what? Those are formaldehyde and what? They are acetic acid. Obviously, it's written acid. They have carbon, hydrogen, and oxygen, but they are not carbohydrates. Lactic acid. Okay, so which have carbon, hydrogen, and oxygen, but they are not carbohydrates, right? Now let us see which are carbohydrates. Which are carbohydrates, the second thing. But they don't follow this general formula of carbohydrates, right? This general formula. What are these? Deoxyribose. What is the formula for deoxyribose, guys? C6H12O5. What is this? C6H12O5. Sorry, C6H12O4. What is this? Okay. So these are what even Ranos, right? These are what they don't follow the general formula of carbohydrates, but these are what? These are carbohydrates. I'm going a bit fast because we have already done many things in carbohydrates. So I don't want to just extend the class just for the sake of extending. Chalo, let us see one more thing. एक चीज देखते हैं हम, एक ग्लिसरीन लिखते हैं. ग्लिसरीन क्या होता है? ग्लिसरीन इज अ शुगर अल्कोहल, राइट? और इसका फॉर्मूला क्या होता है? C3H8O3. Can it be a carbohydrate? It cannot be, because it has what? It has too many hydrogen atoms, right? So it cannot be what? It cannot be carbohydrates. अगर ये कार्बोहाइड्रेट होता तो क्या होता? C3H6O3 होता, तो ये कार्बोहाइड्रेट का जनरल फॉर्मूला अप्लाई हो जाता और ये कार्बोहाइड्रेट होता. लेट अस सी क्या करते हैं. हमने बनाया C3, okay, so all the guys who think chemistry is boring, bio also has chemistry. Ab, what do we need to do? We need to change. This is what? This is C3H8, C3H8O3, right? Now we have to make it C3H6O3. अब इसमें से what do? We take out one water. Okay, we take out one water. Or we get this. What did we do? We take out one water and क्या बन गया ये? ये बन गया C3H6O3. And this is what? This is the aldose form. What is this? This is the aldose form. These are what? These are aldoses, right? Got it? Now you can check your book, read from whatever book you are reading. Okay, now let us see some more thing. What are ketoses? We can take out water from some other place also, and then this formula will come. We'll get this ketose. Okay. So this is what we get as, what is these? These are ketoses. Okay, so we got what? Aldoses and ketoses. What are aldoses and ketoses? I just wanted to tell you how are we getting it. What are aldoses and ketoses? The monosaccharides can be in the form of aldoses or ketoses. We had learned this, and in every book we get to know this. What are aldoses? In which there is an aldehyde group. You know how we get it now. And what are ketoses? Where this is a ketonic group, right? That's why I told you that glycerol thing. Aldoses have aldehyde group and ketoses have ketonic group, right? So now let us see if you can identify the keto group and the aldehyde group. So let us make this CH2OH, C double bond O, C OH, and H OH and H. CH2OH. So what can we see? What is this and what is this? Right? So easy. So just add H and OH. Okay, chemistry is fun. I don't know why you kids don't like chemistry. This is fun. Okay, we get this, right? So this is what? This is the aldehyde group where and the ketonic group, right? Got it? Very easy. Now, let us see what else can we will classify on the monosaccharides on the basis of what? On the basis of number of carbon atoms, right? On the number of carbon atoms, right? So there can be trioses, tetroses, easy, pentoses, hexoses, and heptoses. Fatapat write the formula. C3H6O3, C4H4O8, C5H10O5, C6H12O6, C7H14O7. Right now, we will write few examples. Right now, we will write few examples of it. What can we write? We can write it in the now. See, in the aldoses form and in the ketosis form. We will write the examples first in the aldoses form and then in the ketosis form. Right. So the first example can be glycerolhaldehyde. And for it, it can be what? It can be dihydroxy acetone. And in this, you have to learn it. You have to learn it. Threose and erythrose, erythrulose, and xylose, ribose, and here can be xylulose and ribulose and galactose, mannose, and obviously glucose, fructose, and glucoheptose, and pseudoheptulose. See, many people say that you can, see some sentence and then you can mnemonics and all, but I prefer learning it. Read it many times, you will learn it, right? Okay, now let us see some few things about them, some general facts about them, right? So now if we see, I'll tell you something about dihydroxy acetone. So the thing that I want to tell you that all the monosaccharides contain one or more chiral carbon. Chiral carbon means asymmetric carbon, and that is why they are what? They are optically active, right? We have done this optically active and chiral carbon. All the monosaccharides, sare monosaccharides have chiral carbon except what? Except dihydroxy acetone. This does not have a chiral carbon. Okay, this is a fact which you should know. Now, if a question comes in nucleus, in nucleus of the cell, which monosaccharide, or the questions can say carbohydrate, is most abundantly present. मतलब सबसे ज्यादा कौन सा है? न्यूक्लियस में क्या होगा? डीएनए आरएनए तो कौन से प्रेजेंट होंगे? पेंटोसेस, which are what? Ribose, deoxyribose, xylose, ribulose. So pentoses. Okay, that's why I had told you this. These examples, right? Ribose, xylulose, deoxyribose. Chalo. Now one more thing. Now the question can come. Name the simplest sugar Name the simplest sugar in keto form or group. What will be the answer? Dihydroxy. That's why I said you need to learn that chart. Okay, very easy. Now name the simplest sugar in aldose form. कौन सी होगी भाई, जल्दी से बता दो. The answer will be what? Glycerol aldehyde, right? So this is the way in which you have to interpret what you are learning. Okay, chalo, now we'll see something, one more way of classifying the carbohydrates and this is form. That's the chain and ring form. We have already done this chain and ring form. Just since we are doing classification, we'll again do it, right? Okay, so pentoses and hexoses. Pentoses and hexoses exist in both chain and ring form, right? In chain and ring form. और ये जो ring form होता है, that is generally present in, that is generally in what? It is generally in aqueous solution. It is generally in aqueous solution. जो भी pentoses और hexoses होंगे, they will be in the ring form. So aqueous solution में pentoses और hexoses किस form में होंगे? Ring form में. Simple सा question भी आ सकता है. Okay, so now you already know what are ring and chain and ring form. Let us do it again just for the heck of it. OH, H, OH and H. Okay, and this is where we are attaching the oxygen. So this is form, this is a chain form, and now if we convert this into what? Into the ring form, what क्या बन जाएगा ये? Don't say you don't know this, please. Right, CH2OH. Right. So guys, I really focused when we are doing biomolecules. In the last video, I really focused on all the structures because it's very important to know the structures, right? And let us see. The rings can be in what? Now, some more classification. The ring can be in the pyranose form, in the pyranose form, or in the furanose form, right? Pyranose में क्या होता है? हेक्सागन स्ट्रक्चर होता है. ओके, फ्यूरानोज में क्या होता है? पेंटागन स्ट्रक्चर होता है. As soon as I say pentagon structure, पेंटागन स्ट्रक्चर, आपके मन में एक कार्बोहाइड्रेट का नाम आ जाना चाहिए. थिंक. हेक्सागन स्ट्रक्चर में क्या होता है? 5 कार्बन and 1 ऑक्सीजन. वी हैव ऑलरेडी ड्रॉन दैट. इसमें पेंटागन में क्या होता है? 4 कार्बन एंड 1 ऑक्सीजन. ये हमने लास्ट क्लास में भी आपको बताया था. क्या बनाया था हमने पेंटागन स्ट्रक्चर में? फ्रक्टोज, राइट? फ्रक्टोज कैसे बनाया था? Right, remember when we are doing good. Okay, this is a furanose structure example. Okay, now this is what I wanted to tell you. अब alpha and beta जो था alpha and beta classification, please refer to the previous video. I have done it in a lot of detail. Which video? It is in the carbohydrates one video, that is the last video in the playlist, you can see. Okay, so this is what just the general thing I wanted to tell you about carbohydrates, and hope you're doing well studying and you have understood what are optically active, how many chiral carbons to find, and various other things which we have done today. So guys, stay safe, stay home, and please study hard and पढ़ाई करो बेटा, पढ़ाई घिसो, पढ़ो.